Dial it down, please. The last thing we want is to get sick or a muscle injury because you're dehydrated. Smart and listen to your body, please, with 3 exclamation points. That is the key. That is what he did. That's like the key thing here. You start to achieve incredible things through listening to your body. And maybe right now you're not exactly where you want to be or where you need to be, but the only way you're ever going to get there is by listening to your body. No, on your tennis.
All right, Lionel. We've teased it the last 2 videos. We need to address the elephant in the room. Everyone wants to know one thing.
I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got demons say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I talking my shit like I'm really him on God. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really him. Hold up.
Are you gonna shave your arms and your legs?
From now on, 100% Aaron was right. We will always shave arms, legs, even face.
This is Jake. He is going to attempt to keep up with Lionel for 2 100s on 140. Lionel has
How often do you swim?
Well, I grew up on a lake, but I haven't swam in probably, I don't know, 9 months. Running 3 miles a day though, so I got some cardio.
He was captain of his high school football team. Don't underestimate that. Ready?
Hey.
1095. You're going to put this on YouTube because this is every one of the commenters. Every one of you who has something to say about him and his swimming, this is you. No, we're doing 2. We're doing 2. Useless. You guys are all useless.
Hey, all you internet haters out there, go f yourselves. I'll bury you.
Oh,
All of them. Big mouths, dude.
Oh my
That's what
gosh.
you do, guys. That is you.
Oh. Should we just write slow twitch above you?
Lionel's doing 24.
I run 3 miles a day.
Dude, he was captain of the football team.
Oh yeah, totally back. Yeah.
Do you feel it?
It's 30K.
You feel your
last
injury?
week. Yeah, I can feel it still a little bit. Yeah.
But not a lot.
When I start cranking it.
Does it get worse?
No, I'm good now. I mean, just taking care of it. Bone stimulator on it every day still.
What's the first sign that an injury is coming on?
I've not dealt with every injury there is to have, but I would say most of the time the body gives you signals well before something becomes really bad. If you're not listening for those signals for whatever reason, then you can't really say that, oh, the injury came out of nowhere. Because it probably didn't. You were probably given a million warning signs and just for whatever reason didn't want to listen to them, and that's what happened for me for sure. I mean, it's also all my injuries, I can say that with certainty. When I got my sacral stress fracture, I mean, I was like very, very tired, like on the couch, unable to get up off the couch. You know, those are signals. Should you be so tired for very long? Maybe every now and then, 1 day, 2 days, you're really, really tired. But should you be existing in that place? I just don't think so. I don't think that that's what it takes. In fact, I think that's a signal from the body saying it's too much, or you need a rest, or however you want to tackle that. But if you just keep, pushing on into extreme levels of fatigue, well, I mean, you're denying what your body is telling you. So now I'm listening to my body, like really, really listening. And I mean, it's incredible, the difference. From external looking in, you probably wouldn't even be able to really perceive that I'm doing anything differently. But internally, I mean, it's amazing, the difference. My mood, my absorption of training, everything is like so much better with just a tiny little change, and that is listening, truly listening. How do I feel? I have sessions where my heart rate's crazy low and I feel quite good. And then I have sessions where my heart rate is pretty high and I feel quite good. All these other things are, came after that, after our perceptions inside have evolved, long after. And no one has access to that other than you. And so I think to not be using that as your predominant gauge is you're making a mistake. And I know that sounds ridiculous to say after, I've been doing it as a pro now for a decade, and I've been doing triathlon for 13 or 14 years, and I've been an athlete since I was in grade 3. I began to think of myself as an athlete. And early on in my career, I listened to my body because I didn't have a power meter, and I'm not even sure I had a heart rate monitor. And so what do you have? Well, you have what you feel. And your body will tell you if something's gonna get in the way of consistency. Because if you're like, oh, I feel like crap, and then you push into it, then you feel even worse the next day. Or you start to feel, oh, my rib really hurts. And then you keep pushing into it, and then all of a sudden you feel your rib snap on the couch. And you're like, well, I can't really say that this came out of nowhere because literally my body for the last 6 weeks has been saying, dude, you need to recover a little, you need something, and you're not doing it, and you're not listening to me. And so all these things are great, they're great tools, but first and foremost, you gotta use your number one tool, which is how do I feel? I come back to the basics, and it's very simple. It's why you can become good at triathlon quickly, which I became, I was a pro pretty quickly, and I think it's because I got the basics right and I stuck to them, and that was consistency. And you want to practice a lot, as much as you can, consistently. And how do you do that? You listen to the cues. The body's just constantly giving you feedback all the time. How's your mood? How do you feel? You wake up, you're like really, really irritated. That's a cue, that's a sign. It's telling you something. And you can use that or you can not use it. And I definitely think over time, we've glorified that you gotta suffer. You gotta destroy yourself, that's how you become the best. You gotta constantly live in an absolute destroyed state. It's just totally not true. It's not true, it's not the way the best guys in the world do it. That was a taxing one. That was a mentally difficult one.
You mentioned something about training when you're training too much, is that you're rude and mean.
Oh, yeah, you're uptight. When you have a shitty sleep, you wake up in the morning, you're really short with people. I think you've got to go there sometimes to get the signal, right? To be cranky. You got to train pretty hard, and you're like, ooh, next day, you're like, ooh, I think I overdid it a little bit. I don't think you should be existing there. Trust me, I've existed there.
What was the total training time of the day?
5:53. Should we do another 7?
No.
Should we do push-ups and pull-ups for 7 minutes?
No.
That was a tough day if I was in good form today. I wasn't in the greatest form. But you know what I did the whole day from start to finish? What did I do? You tell me.
You listen to your body.
I just asked myself, how do you feel? Slow down. Slow down. If it's not easy, slow down. If it's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be zone 3.
But what if your coach
Hit the
prescribes
zone
a workout and you can't hit the numbers? Did you train through it?
You should feel like a bag of shit about that.
Being serious.
No, you should not. You should not, because a coach doesn't know what you're feeling. right? A coach, what can a coach do? I've been thinking about it because one day I intend to coach. So what can a coach do? I mean, the coach has to set a framework for you, some form of a framework to give you the idea of what they want to achieve for you today. And sometimes it's within the range coach gave you. Sometimes it's under the range. For me today, it was a little bit under the range. Not much. About 5 watts under on the first one, 4 watts under the bottom of the range on the second one. And then sometimes it's right in the middle, and sometimes it's actually a little bit above. But that, I mean, that's how you have to do it. And the only reason this is like a timely thing for me is because, you know, leading into Oceanside, I probably had like 5 mental breakdowns because I wasn't doing that. I wasn't, I was trying to hit these ranges exactly. And on days where my body was like, no way, man, no way, that's not right. And coach, if coach was here, coach wouldn't be saying, yeah, no, deny yourself, deny your body. Coach would be saying, listen to your body, man. Listen to your body. What are you doing? What do you mean? That's like so basic and rudimentary. But hey, you know what the beauty of an injury is? Sometimes you learn new things, and sometimes you relearn things you knew 10 years ago. So that's why I make YouTube videos. I don't ever watch them though. That's the problem, you know? If I went back and I should start watching my channel from the beginning, and then I'll hopefully by the time the season is over, I'll watch all the videos and I won't make all the same mistakes again. So that's why I make YouTube videos for myself.